Are you over 80 and wondering if you're truly thriving or just getting by day after day? In the next few minutes, you'll discover the 5 specific activities that separate those who are genuinely winning at life in their 80s from those who are merely surviving. And the 5th one, most doctors say it's the single most powerful predictor of living past 90 with your mind sharp and your independence intact. Diane, 83, from Portland, Maine, visits her doctor annually for her routine checkup. Last year, her physician told her something that caught her completely off guard. "Diane, you're doing better than patients 20 years younger than you." What was her secret? She was consistently doing all 5 things we're about to reveal to you right now. Thing 1, you're still learning new skills. If you're still challenging your brain with new learning at 80 plus, you're in an elite group that most people your age have already given up on. Research from Johns Hopkins Medicine confirms that seniors who actively engage in learning new skills build what scientists call cognitive reserve, essentially creating a protective buffer against memory loss and dementia. This isn't about becoming an expert at something complex or spending hours studying difficult subjects. It's about consistently exposing your brain to new information and challenges, even for just a few minutes each day. The brain's ability to form new connections, what researchers call neuroplasticity, doesn't disappear with age like most people assume. Your brain at 80 can still grow, adapt, and strengthen, but only if you're actively using it in new ways rather than repeating the same routines day after day. Think about learning to use a new app on your smartphone, taking an online class about a topic you've always been curious about, or even mastering a new recipe you've never tried before. These might seem like small things, but they're exactly what your brain needs to stay sharp and engaged. According to cognitive researchers at Harvard Medical School, seniors who learn new skills regularly show significantly slower rates of cognitive decline compared to those who stick to familiar routines. When you stop learning, your brain starts pruning away unused neural pathways, which means you're literally losing mental capacity every single day. You're not challenging yourself with something new. The consequence of giving up on learning is far more serious than most people realize. Studies show that cognitive decline accelerates dramatically in seniors who stop engaging in mentally stimulating activities, with some research suggesting the decline happens twice as fast. You might notice it first as small things, forgetting names more often or losing track of conversations, but over time it progresses to more serious memory problems that can rob you of your independence. Here's what you need to do today. Dedicate just 15 minutes every single day to learning something new. It could be watching an educational video, working on a crossword puzzle, using a language learning app, or even reading about a subject you know nothing about. Stanley, 81, from Columbus, Ohio, started learning basic Italian at 79 because his grandson married an Italian woman. His neurologist confirmed during his last checkup that his memory test scores actually improved over the past 2 years. Your brain is literally waiting for you to challenge it, so start today, not tomorrow, because every day you wait is another day of potential decline. Thing 2, you're maintaining real social connections. When was the last time you had a genuine, meaningful conversation with someone who isn't a family member or a doctor? If you're still actively maintaining friendships and social connections at 80 plus, you're doing something that research shows is just as important for your health as exercise or diet. Harvard Medical School conducted a comprehensive study spanning over 80 years, tracking thousands of people throughout their entire lives, and they found something remarkable. The quality of your relationships is the single strongest predictor of health, happiness, and longevity in your later years. Loneliness isn't just an uncomfortable feeling. It's a serious medical condition that increases your risk of early death by 26%, which researchers say is comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Social isolation affects your body in ways most people don't understand. It raises your blood pressure, weakens your immune system, increases inflammation throughout your body, and accelerates cognitive decline at an alarming rate. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, socially isolated seniors have a 50% increased risk of developing dementia compared to those who maintain regular social connections. This happens because social interaction exercises your brain in complex ways, forcing you to listen, process information, remember details, and respond appropriately. When you stop having regular conversations and meaningful interactions, you're essentially putting your brain in idle mode, and it starts to deteriorate much faster than it should. Think about having weekly coffee with a friend, joining a senior center activity even if you feel a bit nervous at first, attending religious services if that's part of your life, or making regular phone calls to people you care about. These aren't luxury activities or optional extras in your life. They're essential medicine for your body and brain. The solution is simpler than you think. Schedule one social activity per week and mark it on your calendar right now, treating it with the same importance you'd give a doctor's appointment. If you don't have friends nearby or mobility is an issue, regular phone calls count, video calls with family count, even online communities for seniors count, as long as you're having real conversations. Evelyn, 84, from Tucson, Arizona, joined a quilting circle at her local senior center 3 years ago after her husband passed away. Her doctor noticed during her annual physical that her depression symptoms had disappeared completely without any intervention beyond her weekly social gatherings. Don't let another week pass sitting alone in your home when connection is available to you. Reach out to someone today, because loneliness is slowly damaging your health every single day you remain isolated. Thing 3, you're still moving your body daily. If you're moving your body for at least 20 minutes every single day, you're doing what the majority of people over 80 have completely stopped doing, and you're protecting yourself from the #1 cause of injury and loss of independence in seniors: falls. Mayo Clinic researchers have published extensive studies showing that daily movement, even gentle activity, is the most powerful predictor of longevity and quality of life in people over 80. This isn't about running marathons or lifting heavy weights at the gym. It's about consistent, daily movement that keeps your muscles active, your joints flexible, and your balance sharp enough to prevent the devastating falls that send thousands of seniors to nursing homes every year. When you stop moving regularly, your body goes into a rapid decline that most people don't see coming until it's too late. Muscle loss accelerates dramatically after age 80, with inactive seniors losing up to 3% of their muscle mass every single year. That might not sound like much, but over just 3 years, that's nearly 10% of your muscle gone, which directly translates to weaker legs, poorer balance, and a dramatically higher risk of falls. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that seniors who maintain daily movement routines have fall rates that are 40% lower than those who are sedentary. Think about simple activities like taking a morning walk around your neighborhood, or even just around your house, doing gentle stretching exercises while watching television, spending time gardening or doing light yard work, or following along with chair exercise videos designed specifically for seniors. The key is consistency, not intensity. Your body needs to move every single day to maintain the strength and balance that keeps you independent. Here's your immediate action step. Set a timer on your phone or kitchen clock for 20 minutes each morning, and during that time, simply move your body in whatever way feels comfortable and safe for you. If walking outside feels too challenging, walk back and forth in your hallway. If standing is difficult, do seated exercises in a sturdy chair. The specific activity matters far less than the daily habit of moving. Vincent, 86, from Tallahassee, Florida, walks up and down his driveway for 15 minutes every single morning, rain or shine. He hasn't fallen once in 5 years, while his neighbor, who stopped moving regularly, has fallen twice in the past year, resulting in a broken hip and a permanent move to assisted living. Your muscles are literally shrinking every single day you choose not to move them. Don't wait another day to start this habit, because your independence depends on the strength you maintain right now. Thing 4. You're keeping a sense of purpose. Do you wake up each morning with a clear reason to get out of bed? Or do your days blur together without meaning or direction? If you're still living with a strong sense of purpose at 80 plus, you're protecting your brain in ways that most people never understand. Researchers at Rush University Medical Center in Chicago conducted a landmark study following over 900 seniors for 7 years, and they discovered something extraordinary. People with a strong sense of purpose were 2.4 times less likely to develop Alzheimer's disease compared to those without purpose. The protective effect was so strong that it remained significant even after accounting for other factors like education, social connections, and physical health. Purpose isn't some abstract philosophical concept. It's a real, measurable factor that affects your brain chemistry and physical health every single day. When you have reasons to get up, activities that make you feel needed, and goals that give your life meaning, your brain releases protective chemicals that fight inflammation and support cognitive function. According to research published by the National Institutes of Health, seniors without a sense of purpose show cognitive decline rates that are 50% faster than those who maintain strong purpose in their lives. The difference shows up in memory tests, problem-solving abilities, and overall mental sharpness within just a few years. Think about activities that make you feel useful and needed in this world. Volunteering at your local library, food bank, or community center, even just a few hours per month. Mentoring your grandchildren or great-grandchildren, teaching them skills or sharing your life experience. Maintaining a hobby that brings you joy and allows you to create something meaningful. Caring for a pet that depends on you for its daily needs. Taking care of plants or a small garden that requires your attention and care. The specific activity matters less than the feeling it creates, the sense that you matter, that your presence makes a difference, and that tomorrow holds something worth waking up for. Here's what you need to do right now. Take a piece of paper and write down 3 things that make you feel needed or purposeful, even if they seem small or insignificant. Then commit to doing one of those things this week, not someday in the future, but within the next 7 days. If you can't think of anything, that's a serious warning sign that you need to find purpose immediately. Lorraine, 82, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, volunteers reading stories to children at her neighborhood library twice every week. Her doctor confirmed during her most recent cognitive screening that her memory and thinking skills remain remarkably sharp for her age, and she takes no special supplements or medications for brain health. Purpose doesn't magically appear in your life while you're sitting and waiting. You must actively claim it and protect it, starting today, because every day without purpose is another day your brain is declining faster than it needs to. Thing 5. You're getting quality sleep every night. If you're consistently sleeping 7 to 8 hours each night with minimal interruptions, you're protecting your brain in what scientists now believe is the single most powerful way possible. Research from Johns Hopkins University and studies conducted by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have revealed that quality sleep is when your brain performs critical maintenance work, clearing out toxic proteins that accumulate during the day, including the amyloid plaques directly linked to Alzheimer's disease. Poor sleep doesn't just make you tired, it literally prevents your brain from cleaning itself, allowing these dangerous proteins to build up night after night until they cause permanent damage. The connection between sleep and dementia is stronger than most people realize. According to research published in leading medical journals, seniors who consistently sleep fewer than 7 hours per night have a 30% higher risk of developing dementia compared to those who get adequate sleep. Even more concerning, seniors with chronic sleep problems show accelerated brain shrinkage on MRI scans, particularly in areas responsible for memory and decision-making. Poor sleep also dramatically increases your risk of falls because it affects your balance, reaction time, and coordination. Studies show that seniors who sleep poorly are twice as likely to fall compared to those who get quality rest, and we already know that falls are the leading cause of injury and loss of independence in people over 80. Quality sleep at your age requires more attention and better habits than it did when you were younger. Your body's natural sleep rhythms change with age, and you need to work with these changes rather than fighting against them. According to sleep researchers at Harvard Medical School, the most important factors for quality sleep in seniors are maintaining a consistent bedtime and wake time every single day, making your bedroom as dark as possible by using blackout curtains or a sleep mask, keeping your bedroom cool since your body sleeps better in cooler temperatures, and avoiding television, tablets, and phone screens for at least 1 hour before bedtime because the blue light disrupts your brain's natural sleep signals. Here's your action plan starting tonight. Choose a firm bedtime and commit to it 7 days a week. No exceptions. Your body craves consistency and will reward you with better sleep when you provide it. Make your bedroom completely dark, even covering small lights from electronics if necessary. Avoid screen time for 1 full hour before bed, using that time instead for reading, light stretching, or quiet conversation. If you're waking up frequently during the night to use the bathroom, stop drinking liquids 2 hours before bedtime. Gerald, 85, from Sacramento, California, started following a strict sleep schedule and installed blackout curtains in his bedroom at age 82. During his last physical examination, his doctor confirmed that his blood pressure had normalized completely and his cognitive function tests showed improvement rather than the expected decline. Tonight represents your opportunity to start protecting your brain while you sleep. Don't waste another night with poor sleep habits that are literally accelerating your cognitive decline and increasing your risk of falls and injuries. The changes are simple, free, and you can start implementing them the moment you go to bed tonight. You've just learned the 5 specific things that genuinely separate those who are thriving and winning at life in their 80s from those who are merely surviving day to day. Challenging your brain with new learning every single day, maintaining real and meaningful social connections, moving your body consistently, living with clear purpose that makes you feel needed, and protecting the quality of your sleep every single night. The remarkable truth that most people never realize is this: you can start doing all 5 of these things today, right now, this very moment, regardless of where you're starting from or what challenges you're facing. You have far more control over how you experience your 80s than you've been led to believe. If you're already doing even 3 of these 5 things consistently, leave a comment right now telling us which ones, because we genuinely want to celebrate your success and hear your story. If this video gave you valuable practical information you can actually use, click that like button and subscribe to this channel so we can keep bringing you science-backed advice that actually works for seniors. Share this video immediately with someone over 80 who needs this encouragement and information, because your simple act of sharing could literally add quality years to someone's life. Which of these 5 things will you focus on first, starting today? Comment below and tell us your plan. We read every single comment and we're cheering for your success.